Guys, the first time I flew business was from Nigeria to Cyprus, and upon getting to the airport, I already knew I had an idea that you could carry as much as you can because business class permits a lot of kgs, I think 60 something kg. So I was able to carry everything I wanted comfortably, and on getting there, they saw the very big bag because I used just one bag to get my foodstuffs and my things from Nigeria. So on getting there, they were already happy. You could see it on their faces that they had a customer, someone they were going to get money from because I was going to have excess luggage. So on getting there, I was refusing them to touch the bag to scale it because it was a different place. They were telling me to go to a different place. So I told them, no, I have a business class ticket. And one man, I would never forget, a worker there looked at me and just smiled. I was like, it's not possible. And they all left my bag at that moment. He collected my ticket. He said I should give me a moment. And he went on to go and check if truly I really had a business class. And that time, it was just so funny to me. And I didn't really think too much of it. I was just like, is it because I look smallish, or I don't know the point behind, but I felt so embarrassed because it's an airport and there were lots of people there around as well. So I really felt so embarrassed because they weren't attending to me. They needed to make sure that the ticket was business. And when he came out, the smile at which he gave me the first time I told him I had a business class ticket was a different smile entirely when he came out. And when he came out, he was smiling. He was like, it's true, you actually have the business. That was at that time. They checked my bag, and of course, I hadn't exceeded the initial or the necessary kgs entitled to, so I was able to finally check in, and then I went on with my journey. But that was one of my most embarrassing moments because I just stood there like it's just funny, guys, because now that I'm telling you guys, I'm reliving it in my head and I can see the whole scenario like play out. And yeah, it's just one of my most embarrassing moments. Anyways, guys, today I have a fun fact for you guys. Like I mentioned earlier last week, I said I was going to be starting a segment called Fun Facts where I share interesting or educative fun facts. So let's get on to the fun fact for this week. Our fun fact for this week is, did you know that honey never spoils at all? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that were over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. So the next time you're enjoying some honey, remember its taste truly stands the test of time. So guys, it doesn't matter whenever what year that honey was made or what year you bought it, you purchased, it doesn't matter. The taste stands, or I'll say the quality stand the taste of time. So remember that whenever you come in contact with honey when you're using honey, it never expires. And then guys, let's move on to the movies and TV shows recommendations. For this week, I've just been catching up with my YouTubers, Judy of course, Cleaning Lady. And Cleaning Lady, guys, I'm getting so tired of the storyline, the whole series, because right now I feel they are just dragging. There are so many things that just doesn't make sense and is really far from being realistic, but that's just my opinion. And yeah, that's what I've been catching up with. And then on Netflix, actually, I've been watching A Man in Full on Netflix. It's a really interesting TV show or TV series. Really interesting. You should give it a watch. I think it consists of 6 episodes or 7 episodes. I'm not sure, either of the above. And we have a man called Charlie Croker as the main character. He's really such an interesting character and personality. You really should give it a watch. You would enjoy it. And then there's this other show I've been watching on Netflix as well. It's called Secrets of the Neanderthals. I don't know if any one of you have come across it. It's really interesting, and it's basically about a show where they found a different species, a species that is quite different from us, and from their remains, that's the skeletal remains, they've been able to somewhat tell they are a bit different from the human species and a bit bigger, especially the shape of their skull is very different from the humans, and they behave differently, of course. And they were actually eating each other, so there was cannibalism. And some of them believe that there's a possibility that they didn't do it because they were starving, but out of a complex behavior. So I just found it so fascinating seeing that it's actually in real life, like it happened, though people from the Neanderthals are not part of the society anymore. So it's just interesting to see what life they lived, and knowing that people like that, or especially like that, once lived. So yeah, it's just interesting. Give it a watch. So these two, you can find them on Netflix, and I've been catching up with Prison Break as well. Such an amazing show. So yeah, that's what I've been watching on Netflix this week. Let's get to what's my jam for the week. What have I been listening to? What are the latest songs for this week? For this week, I've been listening to What a Woman, and all the songs are recent actually. What a Woman by Fozia. I really love that song. I'm a fan of her. I really love quite a number of her songs, and for this What a Woman is an inspiring song. It's a very nice song, and I'm kind of seeing a resemblance with she and Nikita Dragon. I don't know if I'm the only person, but mostly where she's on the all black outfit, that's the only part I actually see some resemblance. Correct me if I'm wrong, or let me know in the comment section if you feel the same way. Next would be Here We Go by Coco Jones. Really interesting jam. I really love it. So it's giving that R&B blues. It's just really a lovely song. Next would be What's Up by Gunna. I really love the song, and he actually released an album, but I haven't been able to have the opportunity to listen to it. Next would be To the Moon by Megan Trainor. Really beautiful song, beautiful video. I really love the video. Very clean, creative. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the song. And then I've been watching Kante's video by Davido. Not a recent song, but the video is new, and it's just such a beautiful video. That's actually my best song on the album. I'm a huge fan of Fave, and I feel she did justice to that song. Next would be Bad Vibes by Ira Star featuring Shay Vibes. And if you're new to this channel or you're new to this video, I'm such a huge fan of Ira Star, and I've just been talking about her. And the video is just so beautiful, so creative, and I feel she's someone who is here to stay for the long run. And yeah, just a very nice, beautiful song. And then I've been listening to Stubborn by Victoria featuring Ashake. Also, if you're new on this channel, I'm also a very huge fan of Ashake, and of course, not being biased, he really delivered on the song. The both of them, he and Victoria, the wordplay, the lyrics, everything is just so on point. And actually, the video just came out while I was prepping for this video, so I'm yet to watch it, but I believe it to be a beautiful video. And then I've been listening to Water and Gary. That's the soundtrack for Tiwa Savage's new movie called Water and Gary. Really interesting, beautiful soundtrack. I don't know if I'll call it an album or EP, but let's leave it at the soundtrack. She has, I think, almost 10 songs if I'm not mistaken, and every one of them, in my opinion, are really interesting songs. And as I'm looking at the features while listening to the song, the only thing I could imagine or think of is the money she must have spent based on the kind of people or the kind of artists she featured and the number. So yeah, it's really a beautiful work of art. She gave it a listen. I've been listening to Love Garden by BOJ featuring Adekunle Gold, and that is a very beautiful song. I love it. And then last, this is not recent, but I've been listening to this week, Cast by Ira Star. I really love the song. If you eventually get to listen to the song, please pay attention to the lyrics. That's just what I really love about the song. And a particular part that I really love would be when she said, I had that life has no limitations but the ones you make. And I truly believe in that. Also, the intro of that song, very inspiring, very encouraging. Give it a listen, you won't regret it. Just pay attention to the lyrics, and it's just a very beautiful song. And yeah guys, that brings us to the end of this week's video. Please don't forget to like, share, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.